Welcome to Dobby Repairs. I'm Dobby the Fixing Elf, and this is What's in My Toolbox, the series where I show you the tools I use to repair cars and fix things. So let's find out what's in my toolbox today. And in this instalment, we have the Sealey Premier AVC004, and this was from last year's Tool Advent Calendar series. So as you guys know, I have a Tool Advent series every year, and the following year, the first What's in My Toolbox in December, I always review it. So here's the kit. As you can see, before we get into reviewing this and talking about it, I want to quickly let you know that this year's Tool Advent series is already on day number 2. And this is our lovely entry, the Flex Tool Advent Calendar. So check out day 2, it should be live now on the shorts. So we'll do that, and we're also doing another little one for our lovely naughty Alf Tom, who's hiding somewhere. This one here, where we get these lovely little trinkets, so they're hanging on a tree. So we've got 2 different Advent calendars in this year's Tool Advent series, so check it out. Like I said, it goes live 10 AM every day in December, up to 24th, so check it out. Now let's get back onto this kit here. We'll start with the part that doesn't actually live in the kit, it lives in the kitchen drawer. You get this lovely little bottle opener. It's got the same handle as the Sealey screwdrivers. Really comfortable little bottle opener. I've used it a fair amount, as you can see, it's quite worn out. But the writing's worn off it. It's a lovely little product. It does a really good job opening bottles. On its own it would be a 5-spanner tool. But obviously we don't really review bottle openers here. So it won't affect the score, but it is a good little bottle opener. And now we have, knock something over, have the main kit itself. So we're going to start and end on the screwdriver, but we'll start with the tape measure first. The screwdriver is probably the best part of this kit in my opinion. So there's a little screwdriver, tape measure. And yeah, it's a 10-foot tape measure, so not a bad length. Really nice and smooth, it feels really comfortable in the hand. The locking mechanism is really good on it. I really do enjoy it. Using it, I've measured a fair amount, mainly put the shelves up and all sorts of other little things like that. So it's fairly good. Going on from that, we'll show you the next quite simple basic item. If I get it back in the case. Move out of the way. The other way around, there we are. So we have you can't see that unfortunately, but we have this lovely little spirit level, and it's quite good. I've used it for putting up shelves, generally, anything you need to check to see if it's level. I actually used it not too long ago when I put in a cooker. Just to make sure it's level at a friend's house. So they could think they have a weird floor in the house and it's like on the tish, so we adjusted the feet until it's level. Really handy for that. Then we'll do another tool that's been a real hero of this kit. This is an adjustable spanner, or adjustable wrench. It goes up to, let me check the markings, it's a bit hard to see, up to 20mm, so quite big. I mainly have been using it for tightening the nuts up on the toilet seats, because in this house for some reason the toilet seats always come loose. I would be blaming the kids, it may be me, I'm not sure. But certainly the toilet seats come loose and we would have to tighten them down, so you normally grab a screwdriver, hold the nut with one end and tighten it down. I have put some Loctite on it, it does seem to have held it steady this time, so fingers crossed. We'll have to use that again, but it's a really nice adjustable wrench. Bit of slop in it, but not too much. And again, being Sealey Premier is covered by their lifetime warranty, which is a really good warranty. I've never had any real issues with it. Every time I've had contacts and replaced broken parts on other tools, not the set's been perfect. They've been fantastic. Fast responses, really helpful, can't fault them. The customer service team at Sealey, you're doing a great job. Again, this video isn't sponsored, but shout out good things when you see it. Let's move on to the Allen keys next. We have a set that goes from 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2 and 1.5 mils Allen keys, and they're these lovely ball-ended Allen keys. Let me grab one out. As you can see, it's a really nice looking Allen key, got like colourful colour coding and great for getting good at the ballpoint. When you're trying to build furniture in a corner, never say you shouldn't do it, you can put it in a nice open flat space, but who's ever got space for that? And you're just trying to reach around and do a little fasten up. These work great. Really nice, feel really solid in the hand, really comfortable. And yeah, overall, really nice. I like the selection of sizes. Could have done with a 7, that would have been handy. But apart from that, they are pretty good. And they live in the case nicely. Yeah, this is more of a household inside one because there's no sockets in it, so you can't really use it for too much auto repair. But you can use it for a few bits. I've used the screwdrivers to do some light bulbs on certain cars where you have to unscrew things. I have used the precision one though to fix like keys, fobs and that. Quite nice for that. Let's talk about that next. So this is the precision screwdriver. Quite nice. It's got a nice grip handle, so really good for when you're doing that fine control. It's got a nice little spinning knob here, so if you're trying to do something quickly, you can spin it. It's got a chuck on this end for the little bits, and let's grab the little bits out. Might as well talk about them at the same time. They do get slightly stuck. Holding them in is a bit difficult to get them out, but again, we move. So we have two sets of precision screwdriver bits in here. We have a first set with three Phillips, so Phillips 00, Phillips 000 and Phillips 0, and then two 2.5 and 3mm flats, and they're quite good. And we have some Torx, T6, T7, T8, T9, T10 and T15, and they're quite nice. They're just standard bits, not security bits, so bear that in mind. And they fit in really nicely. You can use the chuck on this to hold them, like so. I will say that if you are using the chuck to hold them, just be careful when you loosen it, because they do like to slide down the bottom and then you have to shake them out. Right, it also comes with this lovely little extension, so it slides most of the way into the handle when you want to keep things like compact. But if you need a bit more length, you can adjust it and adjust it to any length across the thing, and then it does hold fairly well. You can put as much torque as you want to put on a little fastener with this, so it does do a really good job. And that lives there, and you can go back in here, put these away in a minute. Just put that one away so I don't lose it, because precision screwdriver bits are me, I'm always losing them. Surprised these are still all there, but they are, so that's quite good. Let's talk about the pliers. Now the pliers are really good, really solid, they feel really nice in the hand. The moulding over the handle is really comfortable. Sometimes you get like the plastic moulding on pliers that's really hard and uncomfortable, and just not what you want to be feeling when you're working on using them in your hands. But they hold really well. Let me just try a tiny little bolt. So here is a tiny little bolt. It's pretty small, as you can see, but it gives a really good grip. And you're not going to get out. It's great for bending stuff and bending wires and all that sort of stuff. I've used them like to help with a few little jobs where I need to bend something out of the way, and generally really nice. There's a tiny bit of damage on the inside from where I may have held them and hit them with a hammer, but let's just talk about that. And obviously I've used them as everyone does with pliers. You need to knock in your building furniture and you just doesn't come with a hammer. I've been gently tapping stuff in with these and it works mostly alright, but I wouldn't recommend using them as a hammer. And finally, at the start of the show, this lovely little Sealey Premier screwdriver. The handles on these are fantastic, at least in my opinion. They're probably the best handles I've used. I feel really comfortable in them. They're just like the ones I've got in my other Sealey screwdriver kit, so really good and really nice. And obviously we have a selection of bits, so some flats, some Pozzies, some Phillips, some more Torx and some Allens or Hex. And they go in really nicely. And they're magnetised so they can't fall out, which is a godsend. Yeah, so that's that. So let's now just show you close up. I won't go for the size of these because they're pretty standard sizes. The screwdriver is really nice. The case it comes in is really quite good for holding everything together. Everything's got these really nice strong elastic straps, which really does help. And I'm going to give it my final thoughts now. I really have enjoyed using it. I wish it came with some sockets so I could use it more on the car and try it out, but it doesn't. And it's not quite as good as the other kit in that respect, at least from my personal taste, and all these scores are based on my personal opinion. So I'm going to give this a 4-spanner rating. I will put a link to the years before this in the Tool Advent series, so that'll be a link for the Tool Advent series and a link for the review on the previous kit to this. This kit's really good, really nice. I could have 4 spanners is a good rating. And I really have enjoyed using it. I will definitely keep it in the house and it will get a lot more use over the years to come. But if you are lucky enough to get this Advent Calendar series this year, the Advent Calendar this year, should I say, you're in for a treat. It's a really great set. And now a huge thank you to my Fixing Club members Mako, Rodney, Jason and Sebi. Thank you all for your support. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps both the channel and me out. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I post 2 videos a week, so by subscribing, you'll never miss a thing. Got any questions or suggestions? Drop a comment down below, and I'll do my best to reply to everyone. Here at Dobby Repairs, we're all about helping you learn how to work on your vehicle safely and showing you don't need to spend a fortune on tools to get the job done. Want to support the channel further? Become a member, starting at just 99p. Members get perks like early access to videos and more exclusive content. Keep fixing, and I'll see you in the next one.